The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start the drive with Harris. And that is the kind of tackle they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Pickett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun. Got.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Bengals at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
And Burrow going to change the play.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A pickup of 4 on first down, it'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Gun. Stop.
Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They run for it with Harris and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And all the way in for Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Pickett back to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mixon on the toss right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Running right through it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Now 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Higgins goes in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
11 MT, Tate. Dot.
Burrow on play action. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now it's Mixon running right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what Pickett lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Johnson goes in motion left.
Third and long for Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 51 yards.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 12.
Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Don.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett sets up play action.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Steeler first down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
It's complete to Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second and 10. Pickett. Finds Pickens outright. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Off play action. Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 72 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
What is that? 11. Stop.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Dodge. Turbo shot. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dodge.
Mixon.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a day.